Hello everyone, welcome from Hawaii. I am Justine Powell and this is my page, Mama.Justine. And if you've been following my stories at all on Instagram, and I think they might have been on Facebook too, I'm not sure, but you know that I am here with my parents and a few of my siblings and nieces and nephews. So anyway, welcome. I wanted to just take a few minutes and do a makeover on my cute mom. But before, I wanted to show you this amazing view that we have. So this is on the other side of the window that I am going to be filming from. So hopefully you guys can see okay. The lighting's not perfect, but anyway, I thought that this might be fun. So you can also find me on Instagram as well as YouTube. Again, it's Mama.Justine. And if you'd like to share this out, I would love this. And then also don't forget to use that link if there is anything you're interested in. No matter the purchase amount, you'll be entered into my mystery hostess giveaway, which basically is going to give you all of the hostess credit. So that could go anywhere from $100 to $500. It just kind of depends. And so I'll be announcing that actually a week from today, the 21st. So thank you. Hi, Cindy. Thanks for being here. Lois, welcome. All right, so introducing, drum roll, my darling mom. Isn't she so cute? And she's a smidgen smaller than me, or like a lot smaller than me. So anyway, so I'm going to be here trying to do the best I can and not covering. But anyway, as you're hopping on, then just let me know that you're here. Again, if you decide to share this out, then make sure you write shared on the bottom, and don't forget to use that link. We only have a week left for that hostess giveaway. Also, I wanted to thank you guys for all the birthday wishes and love. You guys are just so sweet and I really appreciate it. So all right, we're gonna go ahead and get started because we've got things to do and you've got things to do. So to begin with, of course, I'm using my favorite makeup. This is Maskcara Beauty. And this makeup works on every skin type. We have every color, and it just makes your skin look really radiant. And so this is a mini double-decker. If you get a color match from me, then this is what I typically recommend. I feel like it just is the best bang for the buck. When you buy 10 items, you get this free, you get both levels, and it basically fits in your back pocket and gives you room to grow. And then I'll also be using our most amazing brushes. They're all double-sided, and these are made for this makeup, and so it's really makes a huge difference on how they apply and how satisfied you are with them. Okay? All right, so I have worked on a little bit of colors. I'm gonna actually get a chair here. With my mom before, and so I've got an idea of what color she is. But when you send me a picture of yourself, make sure that you have no makeup on. Am I pushing you off? Make sure you have no makeup on so that I can see really what's going on with your skin, okay? And so she is, so she has, actually she looks pretty good. She doesn't have a ton of darkness, but I do want to kind of work on her little bit of darkness here. So I'm going to use a little bit of mango underneath her eyes to kind of add some brightening and lightening. I am probably going to use 3 colors on her. Normally I just give you 2. I don't want it to be overwhelming. But I'm feeling like Candlelit will probably be her main color. So we're going to see how that works. Remember, if you get a color and it just sits on your skin, then let's go back to the drawing board and figure out why. All right, so to begin with, we're going with mango. Hang on. Okay, where's my detail? Oh, here we go. All right, so using my detail hack brush, and mango is just right here. So remember, the smallest amount, it uses smaller than you even think. So we're just going right underneath here. Okay, so I want to show you, this is a good example. Mango is too dark for her, so I don't know if you can see that or not. So I'm actually feeling like this might be okay if we let it sit for a few seconds, but I really feel like June is going to be a better option, okay? So I wanted to kind of show that to you a little bit, so you know what I'm talking about. When you start working with the makeup, if something's not quite right, please let me know. So this is June right here, okay? And where she doesn't have a lot of purpling, this should work really well for her. So June is gonna go right on there. And now, I don't know if you can see, but all of a sudden, it's just instantly taken away that redness. Okay, so now can you see the difference already? See how it's just neutralized that area right there? So now I'm gonna go to this other side. Oh, sorry. Try not to take her eye out. Okay, go ahead and close. And I like to go right into this area because it helps to neutralize. And it just takes all that darkness. Okay, can you guys see that? Give me some hearts if you can see the difference there. I'm gonna let this sit for a second, and now I'm gonna go on to Candlelit, which is right here, okay? I'm gonna take this 30-second hack brush and use this is the highlight area, okay? So a little bit of Candlelit. Remember, the smallest amount. The biggest mistake people make is they use too much product. Okay, so we're just gonna go in and just start applying. All right, and then going right on that cute chin, nose. Okay, so if you can see the product on your skin, if it's sitting there, if it's emphasizing lines and wrinkles, or it's just not, it's just, you can see the brush strokes, that tells me that it's too light. But this is blending in really well for her. And again, we just don't need very much at all. All right, that just smooths that right in. We have people making their film debut in the back. Those are the cute nieces and nephews I was telling you about. All right, so without even blending, can you see the difference right there? I mean, it's just, I should do one side and then show you, because it's just all of a sudden just added this radiance to her skin, and it's just so pretty. All right, so this is your best friend, this little perfector sponge. It's only $13. And we're blending that all in together. Okay, and it's just like magic. All right, so now we're gonna come back, and I'm gonna go in. I wanna do just a little bit of brightening. This is Sunlit, and so I don't wanna use very much, but I'm just gonna take like the smallest amount, and I'm gonna come right through here, and I'm just going to dab, 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 okay? And that just kind of, she has just a little bit of darkness right through here. And so between the June and the Sunlit, that is just going to finish off adding that brightness. Okay, Now Sunlit, you don't want to use a lot of that, but it is just a super good brightener. Now for her, we would not have to do this extra step, okay? It is just that, an extra step, but it's just taking it one more level of brightness. Okay, all right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out again. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use some Astoria on her. Excuse me, I'm still getting over my cold. So this Buffy brush, I am loving this Buffy brush, especially for contour. I'm using this small end right here. And here is the Astoria. So I'm just getting some on. And one of the reasons why I love this brush so much is because it just hugs underneath the cheekbone, okay? So you start right here where this little bone is, and then I'm just gonna follow her cheekbone. Okay, sorry, you haven't looked into my arm. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this other side. All right, so and the Buffy brush also blends as it goes, which I like that a lot. So especially if you're not super comfortable with contour yet, this is a great one because there's not a ton of blending that has to be done. So an Astoria I think is a good color for her. She's got a little more, her skin pulls more orange than mine does. And so by going too warm, it's gonna go too red, but this Astoria is just the perfect color for her. All right, so now her nose is quite thin already, so she would not have to contour it, but I just wanna show you what you would do. So you take eyebrow and come down. I'm gonna come down kind of in this area right through here. She's got a little sore, so I wanna avoid that. But it's just gonna kind of blend in right there, okay? And then right here. So I'm just doing a small amount. So for contour, you can use the other side, this flat side if you want, or I just squeezed this Buffy, okay? All right, so now continuing on with the Buffy, we're gonna come right up here and then just do the forehead. Okay. Okay, and you can do as much as you want. I'm not gonna do a ton, but I just wanna kind of create that shadow around her face. And then we're gonna come underneath here and just do a small amount. And then that emphasizes all of that, okay? I'll do just a little more up here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set everything. This is the double decker. I'm working out of both of my compacts today, but this double decker you get free when you order 16 items. I'm going to use this, the powder brush. This is our powder brush, okay? So here's the powder. I'm just gonna sweep that in, and I love this because it just kind of sets it. Okay, all right, so what do you think so far? Oh, Susan's watching. Want to say hi to Susan?
Hi, Susan. It's been a while.
So yes, one of my childhood friends is on here. It's so fun to see you. All right. Okay, and so now with this Bella bronzer, this is, or excuse me, I will be using Bella bronzer. This is Cayman bronzer. This is a powder. So I'm just going to go ahead and set her contour right here. All right. Excuse me. Now I'm going to take a break from her face really fast, and I'm just going to touch up just a simple eye. So a few of you have said, you know, show us just with 2 colors. I always actually use 3 because I want to use Cupcake. But you could just use your powder if you wanted to do that. We're just going to keep this really simple. I'm going to take one of our, this is an old one, so it's wood, but anyway, this is an eyeshadow brush. And here's the Cupcake, so I'm just going to sweep that all around. And this just sets it, okay? I like this because it keeps it from going in any lines and creases. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use On Wednesday on her right here, On Wednesday. And just using the fluffy side of this brush. And I'm gonna come right on this outside edge. This has a small amount of sheen in it, so it's just gonna kind of add some lightening and brightening. And I'm being careful not to come too far in. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add just a little bit of contour. You see me use this color a ton. You can use any dark color that you want. This is Philly. And again, just a small amount. And then I'm going in a little circular motion right here. So where she has deep set eyes, I never want to go in that crease. Okay, so we're going to just keep that on the outside and up here just a little bit. But mostly just on the outside of that line, or that eye. Okay, go ahead and open. And so can you see how that just kind of pulls the eye out a little bit? And if she wanted, go ahead and close. If she wanted to be able to see it a little bit more, you can just come right up here on this bone. Okay, go ahead and open. And so now you can see it has that appearance, but it's not setting the eye back anymore. All right, so we're gonna see if I can get the other eye from this angle. Okay, I'm going pretty light-handed because I want her to look nice and natural. All right, so now opening, you can see how that just kind of pulls the eye. So give me some hearts if you can see that, and if it's looking, if you're seeing what I'm talking about. So I am gonna go ahead and, okay, we see some hearts, good. So thank you. So we can just leave it like this, but, and if you're just, you wanting 2 colors, I just be done. Maybe get a little illuminator, put it along the top. But right now, I wanna show you, you see me do this all the time with Soulmate. So I'm gonna go in with my multitasker, and I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how you would lighten and brighten. Not with this brush though. Oh well, yes, with this brush. Okay, so we're just gonna come in right here along the top. She's so small that I just need a little brush for her. You could use this side though, if you wanted to. Okay. All right, so now open up. So can you see the difference in the 2 eyes? It just kind of brings life to this side. So hopefully you guys can see that on your end. Yes, good, thank you. All right, so now let's get the other side. So this is just coming right next to that line, that lash line. You could even I like to do it before I do liner, but you could do it after if you'd like to. And then just bringing that just a little bit up. It's just kind of bringing it right out, you know, kind of like on the, so we did that darkness right here, so I'm just kind of like blending it into that dark area right through here. Okay, all right, so now we are going to line. I'm actually gonna take a break from this for just a second, and I'm gonna do her brows. So normally I would do her brows with oak, and so, but I did not bring that, I didn't bring oak with me. So actually, I'm gonna use her same contour. So I would use oak if you wanted an eyeshadow if you're about her color, but I'm gonna use this cream, and it's her contour. And she's kind of already done her brows today, so I'm just gonna kind of touch them up and then just bring them out a little bit. Okay, so you just bring that line up, kind of create a nice strong base, and then just blend it. Okay. All right, so now let's see if I can get this other side. Sorry, I hope I'm not like right in front of you guys. Are you guys seeing this? And then pull this out. Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking very much. Hard to concentrate and talk at the same time. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this spoolie side, and I'm just going to kind of blend it all together so that it looks nice and natural. This side is not quite as thick. Okay. So by filling in your brows, it just makes such a tremendous difference. Can you see how it just kind of adds to that so much? All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and finish with her liner. I am using Kohl, our other contour, one of our contours. I love this for liner so much. And I'm not gonna do a ton, but I just wanna just kind of bring it up and out. So I'm just staying as close to the lash line as I can, and then bringing it out. Okay, and then I'm gonna kind of just pull it up a little bit. So you can see where her eyes are deep set. We don't want to do anything in here, okay? So we don't want to pull them back. We want to do everything we can to pull them out. Go ahead and open, and then I'm just going to bring that right underneath here as well. Okay, so now we're just going to go on the other side. See if I can do it from this angle. We're testing my abilities by being able to go at this angle. And then bringing that up a little bit. So we want to give her a happy eye, never a sad eye. Okay, open. Thank you, please. And then bringing that out. Okay, let's see. Go ahead and close. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go with, with some more cupcake. You see me do this a lot. And I'm just gonna clean up right here, which adds that lightness, okay? You can again do this with the powder. But if you're trying to lighten and brighten an eye, I do believe that it's a step worth taking. Okay, so there we go. Yes? Okay, so pretty. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead with the Bella bronzer. And this is our cream bronzer right here. So we're just gonna give her that sun-kissed glow because she is in Hawaii after all. So we're gonna come up here and we're just gonna circle that around and bring it up. Circle this around, bring it up. And then just kind of right along those cheekbones. Okay, and you can do tip of nose, chin, just wherever you want, just kind of a sun-kissed glow. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with a little bit. I'm going to use Hollywood on her. I just think that with her skin coloring, it's just gonna be so pretty. So I'm gonna go in with that blush brush again. The Hollywood is kind of like the perfect blend of pink and coral. Go ahead and smile, get those apples, and then we're just gonna pull that back. Okay. So what I love about this is look how it just brought life to her skin. So it just is so radiant. And again, we use the smallest amount. So the biggest mistake people make is they use too much. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with, this is Angel Illuminator. So right here, I'm just gonna take a little bit right here and then roll that up. So this is anti-aging, by the way. I would not put a ton on her, or would I go to, I wanna keep it really nice and neutral, okay? So I think Angel is like the perfect color for her, and it's well named too. So, all right, so now I'm gonna take the small side and right here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and come right underneath the brow. And this one you can kind of take it underneath a little bit because it's gonna just brighten that. But really I don't even go in that area at all. But just by pulling that, it's gonna just create that illusion. And then just a little bit right here, a little bit right here. Okay, and she's got a favorite lipstick on of hers already, and she's already got a liner, but again, you can use indigo for lining your lips, and I'm just gonna show you how we can just liven that up a little bit. I'm going to take, actually, we may as well go ahead and, well, I've got this with me, right? We're gonna use this. This is Summer Love. So how many of you took advantage of those new blushes, by the way? So I haven't had a chance to go in and look at them, but I am so excited about them. But remember, they are limited edition. So if there's something in there that you want, then grab it because it won't be around forever. It's just kind of a, I don't know how long it will be here. My guess is maybe summer, but I could be wrong on that. All right, so I'm just taking a little bit of Summer Love, open slightly. And we're just gonna just enhance what she's already got. Okay, and then I'm gonna create just a little pucker again with that Angel Illuminator. Open slightly, so just kind of right here on the center, and then right here on the top. Okay, and then a little pop, pop, pop. All right, so now we're gonna go back over with a little bit of powder. Well, actually, we're gonna blend it a little bit. Okay. And then I'm just gonna go over, brush it with powder one more time. So because it's so humid here, I've been kind of experimenting a little bit with powder application. So because you can see, I mean, already I'm kind of getting that little bit of shine. But use your perfector sponge. Remember, it's not wet, so you get that wet and then you roll it and squeeze it out and then wrap it in a towel. But if you just kind of go over on that powder and then just tap it in, it has made all the difference for me. So if you live in some place that has a little bit more humidity, then you might try and see if this works for you. And then of course you can always use Stay Spray, and I prefer spraying that onto this as well. Okay, but there you go. So in just a matter of a few minutes, then we're all good to go. And look how radiant she looks. So cute. All right, so if you need to be color matched, then send me a picture. And if you have any questions at all, then I would love to answer them for you. And remember that my mystery hostess giveaway, it only goes till next Friday. So if you're wanting to be in on that, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then basically anybody who orders from the link that I put in my description, no matter the size of it, will be entered into the hostess rewards. So up to, depending on what's in there, up to 4 half-off items, and anywhere from $100 to $500 worth of credit towards any Maskcara Beauty products. So I will be announcing the winner on that next Friday the 21st. So you have one more week to get your orders in if you're interested. And again, if you have not been color matched, then send me a picture. If I don't get to it right away, please forgive me. We still have a few more days of playing, and I want to spend every chance I get with these guys. But I will get to it as soon as I possibly can, and Monday or Tuesday at the latest. So, all right, you guys have a wonderful day. I will go back in and answer questions and see comments. But thanks so much for spending some time with us. And is there anything you want to say?
Thank you. It was great.
All right, you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.